Clear their asses out. We're securing the HQ.
Heads down! Sniper!
Deploy NERF on strike. 100. Ion, requesting UAV transfer.
EKIA. Sniper eliminated. Move!
Troy, watch on middle. Who am I gonna...
Yep, they did it again. In just Season 1 of Black Ops 6, they've added the SAUG, which is an unbelievable weapon. Did you see those clips at the start? It fries, like absolutely fries. The time to kill is nuts, and this thing shoots so fast that combined, it just turns it into an absolute monster. But this isn't the opinion that everybody holds. I actually have looked on a few things on Twitter, and people don't actually like this gun. And you know what, to be honest, I was exactly the same at the start, but there is a little secret. Now, the sentiment towards this gun isn't too bad. Like, most people agree that it's decent, but they only think you can only use it for one thing, and that is if you get absolutely cracked and you get within 5 meters of someone and it absolutely deletes them. Like this spray, for example. Yeah, that's the kind of firepower this thing possesses. I actually don't think any other gun in the game can shoot like that. Now, could you imagine we can harness that firepower and do it over, let's say, like 50 meters? How unstoppable it would be? Well, I've been cooking, and I think I found the formula to make it a beast. I mean, this took me all day. Hold on a sec.
Hostile front.
HQ is offline. Locating next objective. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Sorry, I thought it would be a wee bit rude to talk through that. So, as I was saying, I think I've cooked a build that makes this thing shred over a lot more than 5 meters. It took a while. I did get this gold in one day because once I found this build, I got addicted. I mean, watch this.
Look out there, UAV! Send flowers!
Yep, that's what I mean. That thing absolutely shreds over long distance. And that combined with its ability up close, I think makes this the best gun in the game so far for me. So what is this magical build? Well, jumping straight into it, we have a muzzle brake, which is low-key the most important attachment, as it gives you that instant kick control. And then we have the reinforced barrel, which gives you both the range and the bullet velocity. And then we have your classic vertical foregrip, which looks extremely weird with the reinforced barrel. But, you know, it is what it is. And then followed by the quick draw grip, which gives you the aim down sight speed, and then the combat stock, which gives you even more aim down sight speed and then also flinch resistance, so it helps you beam a little bit straighter whenever you're shooting them people far away. Now, the only thing I would say is don't put on these attachments and just instantly expect it to be a laser beam. Hold on, this second guy gets absolutely juked.
Sniper!
Yeah, it's going to take some time, and as I said, when I first used this gun, I absolutely hated it. Like, I would think I was actually going negative, which is something that doesn't really happen that often. Not blowing my own trumpet or anything. But it's just a gun that you're just going to have to get used to. You have to get used to playing with it. The best way I found was just to play fast and smooth. It's the sort of gun that you're really going to see on the movement start to shine. And if you do all your dipping and your dodging, your diving, then you're really going to find some success. But this is another example of just the beams. Although I think those guys were probably a little bit weak. But whenever people come into your building hunting for you, after you get those beaming kills, then you're going to absolutely destroy them. Now, you might notice my extremely weird kill streaks bottom right, which is the RCXD, that launcher guided missile thingamajig, and a harp. I actually use my prestige token on the harp, like I said to do before, because I feel like once I go on a long streak and I get a harp, then, you know, it's Nuke o'clock. But I've really started to take a different approach to this Call of Duty game than I have in, like, literal years, and I think it's just because I enjoy the game. But pretty much I'm going to go for every single challenge that there is to get. And that's like every single kill streak challenge, every gun challenge, every title, every emblem. Every field upgrade also has their own individual challenges, which I'm trying to do the trip mine right now, and it is awful. I kind of always thought the trip mine was kind of just like a lethal, like a bouncing Betty, but I realized it's a field upgrade, which makes me a little bit less mad that it kills me all the time, but the fact that you can't really dodge it too well, I find that anyway. Apparently whenever I throw one down, everyone turns into Neo and can just get away from it really easily. But because everybody uses the recon specialty, which isn't even that good right now, it means that pretty much everyone can see bouncing Betty through the wall, so everyone just shoots them. So the best thing I do is just throw them into high populated areas at this point. I will get there. I did just get the first launcher gold, and I'm onto the HE1 now, which I'm told is the worst gun in the game to get gold, so I'm looking forward to that nightmare. This is a prime example of me chasing after someone to try and get the point blank kills, which are kind of the only kills that are hard in getting the SAUG gold, because double kills are really easy.
That's fine.
We captured the headquarters.
But as I've got a gold now, all I really need is the Krig, and that's the only other gun they're adding in Season 1. I think there's a new one coming with Hit List, which starts this Thursday, as well as Rank Play coming out. So it's going to be interesting. Hopefully I'm going to have time to try the Krig out. I'll try and get a little video out on it as well. Give it a little bit of sort of a gun review type of thing. And that's kind of the perfect time for me to say thanks again for the support in the last 2 videos. If you could please leave a like and maybe subscribe after this one, I would really appreciate it because I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the game. Let's keep it rolling as long as we can here. But another thing I wanted to talk about was another change they added in Season 1, and that was to reduce the people 2-boxing. 2-boxing was a method that people used to get better lobbies. So pretty much you had an account on Xbox and an account on PC. And your account on Xbox, let's just say you join lobbies and just go like super negative. So whenever you want to search for a game, you join a lobby and then you add your PC account to your friends list and then they just join off that. Which pretty much means your account's may put in a lobby with just a bunch of bots pretty much, because this game is so heavily reliant on skill-based matchmaking. People were also using VPNs to try and get better lobbies, and to try and combat this, they introduced a system so you can't physically join games with ping higher than like, I don't know, like 150 or like 70. It kind of looks like the last few times I've been searching on matchmaking, my ping's been capped at 70, and it doesn't really find any more lobbies than that, and then it just picks one to put me in. So I kind of feel like the skill-based matchmaking has actually went down a bit. I mean, just because it's not put me in them high ping games where the skill level is properly matched, it just forces me into a lower ping game where the skill base isn't really as matched as it should be or normally was. The lobbies have just been a wee bit easier. I don't know how anybody else has been finding it. Please let me know. But it is a real positive. Like, I think these games I recorded were on a Sunday night, and that's kind of another time where I find that a lot of lads and dads sort of play, and then I play headquarters too. So I do take all the measures to try and get lobbies as easy as I can. But those are the tips I've had. But definitely my experience has been a lot better recently since that update. So talking about easier lobbies on a Sunday, the reduced skill-based matchmaking, and a whole day of me getting used to this SAUG and cooking up an absolute monster build, I managed to drop my 2nd ever nuke. Most of the kills were with the SAUG, and it's actually this gameplay that we're cutting into now. All these kills are the consecutive. Those bloody traps are so like strong, by the way. You can shoot that thing from a mile away and it's still going to do so much damage to you. So watch out for that. But most of the kills were with a SAUG. I do eventually run out of ammo and have to pick up some guns. But as you'll see, the guys I were playing against weren't that great, but it was still a pretty good nuke. I mean, I move about the map quite a bit, and it's really difficult whenever I have an RCXD and the rocket launcher kill streak on. But the spawns on this map here, which is Vault, by the way, they seem to be pretty consistent, especially on headquarters, as long as your team's not pushing them out too much. They sort of just kept spawning in this back area, and this is the XM4 I managed to pick up. I don't really know how people use that site. I think it's a site that's used in Warzone a lot. And I do find a guy that's AFK here, and I managed to get quite a few kills on them. And they just keep running past me. Usually I just get hunted, but this is a bit dodgy.
Sharpshooter removed.
But I end up running out of ammo in this gun as well, and I pick up a PP Bison with this silencer and red dot. I think I've picked up a build like this before. Again, it might be another Warzone build that people use. But it's actually quite a fun gun to use. Here's Mr. FK again. At this point, the adrenaline was kicking in, and luckily, I slid away from that spring mine. And I think this is the guy I killed the most during this nuke streak, and he got very close to killing me there. But this Bison does seem to shred over long distances too, so maybe I might have to do a little build on this gun. And this guy gets fried running away, and then I move back to the window and do some more long range spraying. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And at this point I heard my character call out that I was on 25 kills, so I started getting a little bit spooked. So I backed off into this far building and picked off the last couple. Or so I thought, until I realised I'm running out of ammo on this gun as well. I pick up another guy coming through this door, and then I see these guys crossing the park. At this point I know I'm 1 kill off. And there it is, nuke number 2 on Black Ops 6 for me. I get a few more kills just to kind of sweeten the deal, because I think my highest kill streak up until this point was 30. I call it in, say a little cringy thing in chat, but we won't talk about that. And the nuke drops. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.